Hey everybody, welcome to Your Florida Life, the channel devoted to showing you all the great reasons why you should be making Central Florida your next home. Today we find ourselves in the Villages, the nation's largest 55+ community, and specifically we're at Lake Sumter Landing. It's one of 3 town centers featured inside the Villages. And tonight they're all getting set up because they're going to be doing a big Christmas tree lighting ceremony. They actually do one at each of the 3 town centers. We're going to talk more about that and what those town centers are about, and do a little walk around so you get to see what the town center is like, get to learn some of the details about it, see what it looks like, and why so many people do want to come and make the Villages their home. So sit back, relax, and enjoy what you watch, and we'll get going. We're going to start today just by showing you the lake. This is a lakefront town center. And yeah, I believe it's a man-made lake, Lake Sumter, and hence the name of the town center, Lake Sumter Landing. That's the town center behind us. You see where they're getting some of the setting up done, right? You got fried dough and some other things going on. But we're going to walk around. I'm going to show you the stuff that's here all the time. This boardwalk goes the whole length, starts down there at the seafood restaurant, the Lighthouse Seafood Restaurant, and comes all the way down this way. I'm actually out on one of the pier sections. They've got some covered seating up there. Radio station, it's one of 3 radio stations that they have here in the Villages right there. And I apologize for the lighting because yes, it's very sunny out today. A couple of restaurants down that way. And then the Waterfront Inn, which is a really nice hotel, right there on the water. You notice that they've got some boats out here, and the birds love the boats, right? They like just sitting out there, sunning themselves. Now, if you're lucky, you actually get a chance sometimes to see an alligator, lots of turtles. But there are alligators out in this water. There are signs posted not to feed the alligators because they would prefer that they not hang around here too much. But it's safe. It's not an issue. You can also go and hang out on the pier out there as well. Very cool place, especially at night. It's really neat to sit out there and see all the lights because this town square gets lit up quite a bit. And tonight it's going to be even more lit up than usual. We may or may not actually stick around for that. We're going to wait and see. But we're going to go ahead and start showing you this. The lighthouse is one of the things that really is one of the symbols of the Villages. You see it on a lot of their advertising and stuff because it's pretty unique. And that restaurant actually is really good. Some really good seafood in there. I know, weird thing to point out, but that's the public restroom building right there. And then there's everything here it's designed after kind of a Key West type of a look. Some of the colors in that are Key West like. Also, they incorporated some standard lakefront type architecture. Each of the 3 town squares actually has its own complete and distinct look. This one put together like a lakefront or a waterfront type community with some Key West influences, things like that. One of the other ones is called Brownwood Paddock Square. Of course, that's all themed after horses, and barns, that kind of thing. Very, very cool place. And then they've got one a little bit further north of here called Spanish Springs, and that one is all designed based on the Spanish heritage that really permeates all over Florida. So let's go ahead and start walking, and we'll show you some of the town square here, so you can see why so many people like to come here and really enjoy their time, relax, and sit by the water, have some ice cream, right? Have a drink. Very cool stuff. So this is right where I was standing, and it's kind of a significant area because you see this one, and then there's another jut out right up here, and then you've got the gazebo out here. But people like to come out. There's a little bench here. There's also a bench on that one. Beautiful sunsets. In fact, I've got some pictures. I'll probably go ahead and insert them here so you can actually see what those look like. But absolutely stunning sunsets. You can sit here, enjoy your beverage of choice, right? Mine is a margarita and or a good beer, and watch the sunset with your honey, right? Which is what I do. Watch it with my wife. So as we walk along, you're going to see they've got everything very nautical, right? Pretty cool stuff. There's a One of those nice little lake ducks. I've done a nice job up here of creating a lot of shady space for you to set up chairs. Almost looks like a train depot here, right? Same thing over here, but there's some tables. You can bring your own chairs. You can really sit and enjoy, get out of the sun, enjoy being waterfront. And if you want to be out in the sun, right, during the day, you can come down here. They've got benches all along the boardwalk here. This is nice and wide along the pier. They do boat rides, and you see one taking off there. And they'll take you around. They've got some fun little stories. It's very similar to like being at Walt Disney World, where a lot of the stuff is made up, right? They've got different stories in that for the different buildings dating back to like the 1800s. But they've got, you know, folklore and stuff and little stories that they tell when you get on the boat. And they take you all around the lake and show you everything. And sometimes you even get a chance to see one of those gators if they're not over here, so that you can see them up here, up close and personal. That up there, that's one of the 3 radio stations. You notice they've got all 3 of them listed there on the window. Yes, they own 3 different radio stations, 1 AM, 2 FM stations. Up here we've got a Haagen-Dazs. So it's really nice. You can get yourself some ice cream and sit out and enjoy the view of the water. We've got some more chairs over here. There we go. Do not feed the alligators, but guess what everybody does? Yeah, they feed the alligators. They think it's cool. All right. And then they wonder why the alligators won't go away. And as cool as the lake is, there's also no fishing. Yeah. But yeah, so you'll even see they park a boat here. They've got a pontoon over that way. You can actually walk out there, hang out there for a little while. Really get away from the crowds. And here we got RJ Gators. I think they've got live music in there tonight, at least for the time being, until things. Wow, that's getting really loud. Anyway, yeah, we'll keep walking here. I'll show you the rest of this boardwalk. So it turns to brick here. It didn't sink accidentally, but really cool. And yes, you have birds hang out on that too. And you can also get a great view sitting up here at Cody's Original Roadhouse, the steakhouse here at Lake Sumter. And you can tell you can get a great view going out over the lake. And it's just kind of neat having that sunk boat right there. And as you can see, you can continue your walk all along down there down in front of the waterfront inn. In fact, we'll head down that way so you can see what it's like. And across the way there is one of what feels like 8 million golf courses, right? I mean, they got more golf courses here per mile than anywhere else in the world, is what somebody told me. I don't know how accurate that is. Something you can check out, but definitely a ton of golf courses. You'll never ever be hurting for golf. They've got a little depot up here where you can actually catch a bus to take you to the Orlando airport. You got another steakhouse over here. It's called the Chop House. This one's, more blue color. That one's more white color over there. So I'm going to show some of my age here, right? Because every time I see this, I think of Petticoat Junction. And if you don't know what it is, maybe ask your parents. But that's what I think of every time I see that. So we're gonna go over. They've got this set up like locks. So you can see the lock gates over there. Obviously they don't, not actually operational, but you can continue that walk over this way. And this probably looks insane. No parking, right? Because this looks like a walkway, right? But the problem they have is that because everything is golf cart accessible, there are people that will drive their golf carts up here, and actually for a while they were parking here on the sidewalk, which big no-no. So they had to put up a sign. Another great shot of the lighthouse tower. Another better look at RJ Gators. Yeah, so the fact is, you could actually get a couple of mile walk in if you walk the full length of this and back. So really nice exercise. They got a ramp side over there, stairs here. There we are, getting it up close at the sun boat. Bird drying his feathers out. Yes, very, very cool. We're coming up on the waterfront inn up here. There's more of the boats. You got a ramp that'll take you up to the hotel that way. Or you can just keep walking around the front of it here. Any of you that have been to Key West, you know that that has a very Key West look and feel to it. It's also surprisingly inexpensive to stay there. So I tell people all the time, if you're going to come, it's actually a really neat place to stay. They've got a nice restaurant in there. You've got access to all the restaurants and shopping at the most popular of the 3 town centers. And the nightly entertainment. And yes, it is every single night, weather permitting. 365 days a year. Of course, we've had a couple of hurricanes this year, so they were out of commission a couple of times. But yeah, you got the pool up here. There's a restaurant in there. But yeah, this is very, very Key West in its look. There's some of the houses. Living and golf course front living. That is actually, those are holes of the golf course all along in front of those houses. So there's not any like true waterfront living. You got a golf course in between you and that waterfront capability. So there's some more of the birds out sunning themselves. So they will hold longboat races out here. So there you go. So they got 3 of them here, and they load up right here, and then they'll do longboat races. You see it's quite a distance out there. And that's the lighthouse tower. There's the main downtown area back that way. But it's a nice sized lake. It's not huge, but it's big enough to enjoy some fun. Really enjoy, sitting in front of it. Of course, the birds love it. You can actually see folks getting ready. They're heading down. All kinds of fun outfits. I don't know if you can see them, but right down there. They got all their Christmas garb on. And this is nice. Out front they put seating areas. Nice drop-off area for the hotel. Waterfront Inn. Lots of parking. And it's already filling up. I mean, you got this parking lot, and I'm going to tell you, as far as you can see going that direction, just parking. They got Barnes and Nobles, Barnes and Nobles over there. We're coming back up to Cody's Steakhouse and the depot that I told you about earlier. And yes, golf carts. Just one golf cart after another. It really is the primary mode of transportation here. And some people take some serious pride in their golf carts. And we might see a couple tonight. That's a neat paint job on that one. And they put all of their fan stuff on it. They let them have their names. So they have, one of the things that's really cool here is that they have these open bars. Well, I said it the wrong way. They have these bars, these shacks where you can go up and get a drink. They have happy hour every day for about an hour, 2 hours. I think it's 4 to 5, 4 to 6. But you can walk around with your drink, enjoy it. Lots of great vendors here for the event. Look, they even have Santa and Mrs. Claus. So the kiddos can go and get their pictures taken with the big guy and his wife. I told you about the golf carts, right? That's hilarious though. So yeah, they've got quite a party going on here. I will say, just about everything here shuts down at 9 o'clock. They pretty much roll the sidewalks up, except for this right here. This is called City Fire, and they have one here and they have one in Brinewood. That tends to stay open till well past 9 o'clock, and it is quite the hot spot. Down this way, there are more shops, stores, a couple of restaurants. We've got one of 2 theaters right here. They used to have 3. They're converting one of them into a fitness center. COVID kind of put it out of commission. But they get first run stuff. They also do some private events in that here, and they've got another one down in Brownwood. Down here you got a Japanese steakhouse. You got the Chop House down here, which is a high-end steakhouse. I actually have a video of us going and having lunch there. I'll actually put that in the links down below. In fact, it'll probably be one that you can click on towards the end of this video if you want to take a look at that. But we're going to go ahead and walk down this way. I'm going to try to keep talking because of the issue we have with possibility of copyright, thanks to all the music going on in the background. But inside the theater here, you're going to notice, we'll go ahead and go inside the theater. They've actually got a taco restaurant in here, and they also have a stage. And if you have to go behind the stage, actually, so back right where they came out of, and that'll take you back to the theater. But they do comedy, and they have like dueling piano things and some bingo and stuff like that. But yeah, this is kind of neat because they've got it set up like it's an old-fashioned theater. Very neat. And they got the upcoming movies. They said they get all the first run stuff, no doubt. And we've actually had the tacos here and some other food here. It's really good. Lazy Max is the name of it. But they have a full list of tequilas. They've got a full menu. Really good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and head back outside. And head down this way because you also can eat Lazy Max out here. So you can eat inside or you can eat outside. You can do the walk-up order right here. Got some more shops over there. I'll give you a look at the menu here. And if you want to slow it down or pause it so you can see what kind of food they've got there, that's great. But they got clothing stores and golf stores, and they got a really nice jewelry store here. Arden's Fine Jewelers. We've got a Thai restaurant here. This is actually really good. They've got bedding, furniture, a couple more restaurants down this way. There's a 2J's, Sunny's Barbecue. There's the Thai Ruby. This is the Thai spot. There's the menu for that one. There's no, we've gotten chocolate at the Peterbrook. Oh man, it's not good. Got a pet store down here, and of course, you know, for Jack's, we tend to go here quite a bit and get something. In fact, it's pretty rare that we end up coming down here and we don't end up going in there and getting him a little something. Those imaginary stop signs. There's city furniture. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of shopping. I mean, it's really pretty amazing. And what's also kind of neat is that they do like Disney, and they learn from Disney how to do the second floors. They're pretty much empty. There's not really anything up there. It's there for appearance's sake, just to have that Key West look. And yes, we took a trip to Key West. I'll be putting that video together and probably link back to this at some point. We'll head back down toward the main area here.